What is up, Karatics? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Triple Money Event Week as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for February 20th through February 26th, 2025. In regards to new content, the Vapid Uranus Lozspeed has finally been added to the Summer San Andreas website for about 1.1 million. Now, sadly, we don't know when the highly anticipated Coquette D5 is going to release, but at this point, it seems like Rockstar is going to wait for the Oscar Guzman Flies Again mini DLC update on March 4th to release that Coquette and the remaining drip feed vehicles. For login unlocks, we have the Carnival Feather shirt and shorts, the Carnival Feather dress and sundress for female characters. And if you purchase a bottle of champagne this week at any bar, you'll receive the Carnival bandana. The current prize ride for this week is the Nagasaki Outlaw. It's primarily based on the Can-Am Maverick X3 Turbo and has a normal price of just under 1.3 million and a trade price of 951,000. To get it for free this week, you have to get top 5 in an LS Carmate Series race for 3 days in a row. In regards to performance, it's in the off-roads class and is a mid-tier performing vehicle in that class, and that's mainly due to its sport top speed of only 91 miles per hour, but other than that, it has great acceleration and it's pretty fun to drive, but keep in mind that its visual customization is really only liveries, which is a real shame. Continuing to the test ride vehicles, we have the Brawler, the Ferrari GT, and the ETR1. And all three of these are move upside vehicles. And for current gen console users, we have the Buffalo EVX as the HSW test ride vehicle for this week. Continuing to the casino podium vehicle, we have the Albany Cavalcade XL. It's primarily based on the 5th gen Cadillac Escalade V and has a normal price of about 1.6 million. And sadly, it doesn't come with the V badge as shown on the website. Anyway, in regards to performance, it's in the SUVs class and is an above average performing vehicle in the class, but it isn't exactly quick either, which is a shame, especially being based on the high performance V model, but the customization and styling is great, so I still think it's a great one to try and win this week. In terms of the dealership cars this week, in luxury autos we have the Paragon S and the Dominator FX. Continuing to semi-ends, we have the Bullet, the Hermes, the Dynasty, the OG Coquette, and the Hot Rod Blazer, and all of these are on website vehicles. Continuing to discounts, starting off with the property discounts, we have 30% off the hangar properties as well as the upgrades/renovations for them. Highly recommend this property as it's currently the only place in the game you can store and customize most of the DLC aircraft. Continuing to the vehicle discounts, starting off at Simeon's, we have 30% off the Hermes, again our website car. This one's in the muscle car class and is an above average performing car in the class, not including HSW. It has great acceleration and speed, although its handling is a bit tricky if you're not careful. It can easily flip over certain bumpy turns and stuff. And its brakes are pretty terrible as well, which is a pretty bad combination there, but other than those things, it has great customization, it has such a great look. Even with all this, I still think it's a great vehicle and I highly recommend this one if you don't already own it. Next up in Simeon's, we have 30% off the Dynasty. So this one's in the Sports Classics class and is one of the slowest vehicles in that class, which is to be expected for a car like this. The main reason this thing exists is for the fun Indian taxi reference and the fun customization it offers. Moving along to the Legendary Motors Show website, we have 30% off the Osiris. So this one's in the supercar class and is an above average performing car, not including HSW depending on the track. Pretty crazy to think that this thing was the king alongside the T20 back in 2015, which was almost a decade ago. Yeah, 10 years. Man, time goes by fast. Anyway, it does have some decent customization options and is super smooth and very easy to drive fast. A nice car to consider adding to your supercar collection. Moving on to the Summer San Andreas website, we have 30% off the Hot Ring Hellfire. So this one's in the sports car class and is one of the slower ones in that class, so not all that great, but it does offer some visual customization and the cool active flaps when you brake. It might be worth considering if you plan on doing hot ring races. Next up, we have 30% off the Previon. So this one's in the Coupes class and is one of the fastest non-HSW cars alongside the FR36 for track performance, although its top speed is pretty low, but it does have great customization and is super nice to drive. Definitely worth considering, although it's still a bit expensive at this price. Continuing, we have 30% off the Outlaw, which strangely is the same vehicle we have on the prize ride this week, so very weird. Moving on to the Warstock website, we have 30% off the JB700W. So this one isn't usable in regular races, but it does of course have optional machine guns that actually work, and of course the available oil slick and spike weapon upgrade available. And on top of that, it does offer a Monitech missile lock-on jammer as well. A pretty cool car if you're a James Bond fan. Next up, we have 30% off the Menacer. So this one isn't usable in races either, however it offers some weapon upgrades like the turret and takes 23 homing missiles to blow up. Continuing, we have 30% off the regular Insurgent. So this one's in the off-road class and is usable in races, although it's a mid-tier performing vehicle. But obviously where the Insurgent shines is with its armor, where it takes 27 homing missiles to blow up, which is very impressive. For this price, this is the best armor protection you can get in the game on a budget. Definitely a great buy, although it sadly does not have the missile lock-on jammer available, so keep that in mind. And lastly, we have 30% off the Cargo Bob. So this of course is the OG heli used to pick up various vehicles in game, although it will soon be dethroned by the Iron Mule, releasing most likely on March 4th. This one will be able to basically pick up anything including tanks to high altitudes, so personally I would just wait for this one instead of buying the old Cargo Bob. Moving along to the gun event, we have follow weapons available this week and 30% off the railgun as well. For triple money, we have triple money NRP on the adversary mode Motor Wars, and Trevor and Ron contact missions as well, which is pretty good, something a bit different. For double money, we have double money NRP on G's caches. For the weekly challenge, if you collect 3 G's caches, you'll get a 100k bonus. For the FIB priority file in the Garment Factory this week, it's going to be the black box file. Continuing to the weekly vehicle robberies from the Salvage Yard business, again these only change once per event week. We have the McTony robbery with the Tailgater S, the cargo ship robbery with the Hellfire, and lastly the Gangbanger robbery with the Infernus Classic. And none of these are claimable this week. And lastly, for the time trials, this week's normal time trial is Vinewood Hills. I highly recommend a quick bike for this one. For the premium race, we have the Supercar Race Business Trip. I highly recommend the Emerus or Krieger for this race. And if you're on current gen, I highly recommend using the HSW Weaponized Ignis for the HSW Divest 8. And lastly, for current gen console users, the HSW time trial is Sandy Shores. As always, HSW Hakachi Dragba, the best one for these. In terms of my vehicle discount pick of the week, I'm going to have to go with the Insurgent. Honestly, for under 500,000 with this discount, you have a heavily armored vehicle that takes 27 homing missiles to blow up. I think this is a fantastic deal, especially in the current GTA Online economy. Anyways guys, overall this event week I would say is slightly above average. The new Uranus Lozspeed being added is great, and the triple money is surprisingly pretty good with Motor Wars and the contact missions. Usually Rockstar would put these on double money instead of the triple, so that's pretty great. Plus we have a property on sale and some decent vehicle discounts, although no bonus money on the hangar is a bit of a missed opportunity in my opinion, considering the hangars are on sale this week, but maybe we might see it next week, you just never know with Rockstar. So, factoring in everything, I'm going to give this week a 6 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. It probably would have been a 7 if we would have gotten the hangar double money or something, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Let's see what happens next week. Anyways, again guys, thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.